There we go. Yeah, so I had not unmuted our microphones. So, thank you very much, Polished Cryptid. Um, let's try this one more time. Good evening, pilots, and welcome to the Spare Brigade. Aid. I'm not going to go through the normal spiel because I've already kind of skipped past that. But I'd like to say tonight is our first session, and we're really excited. And we have just a couple things to do before we jump into the campaign itself. We'll be introducing our pilots, covering a small introduction about the game system itself, and then we can finally dive headfirst into the campaign. So I would like to start from the bottom. Just give us your name, the name of your character, and where they can kind of see more of you on Twitter or any of your other websites. I would like to start with Alex at the bottom. Nope. Okay. Um, Leland. Leland.
Oh, sorry. There's really bad feedback coming in through their end. I couldn't barely hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is
They
can
have
people start?
earbuds to plug in.
Oh, that's all. Mute our microphones. Until and then each person that comes in, we can work with that. Session 0. This is what it's all about.
Oh no, I know. Trust me.
So
I'm
yeah,
glad we're actually live and not muted.
yeah, no,
That's
no.
actually a huge thing. Anyway, each one. I am Leland/Leopold the Just. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm a wandering tabletop RPGer slash video gamer. I've been playing on a number of streams this year, and plan to play on some more, and possibly twice as many in 2021. Anyway, and my character is a guy named Thaddeus Brink, or is he? Uh, he sort of happened into that name by a strange and perilous circumstance, and he's been doing his best with the name. His real name is Daggy Morn, and he is basically just a constant ball of anxiety when he's not in character because he's just trying to just keep going as Thaddeus without getting caught.
all right.
And he has a cool mech with double sniper rifles. That's all you really need to know about that.
Mex is really cool. Alrighty, so that's cool. How about we jump over to Pat?
Oh, hi. I'm Pat. I am a Tactric on Twitter and on Twitch, like this channel here. That's my name. Yeah, I'm very excited to be playing Lancer. I play a bunch of other role-playing games. Occasionally, stuff even happens on this channel, like now, because I definitely remember it's here and exists and deserves content. Yeah, I am excited to jump in, and I am playing Axon Dermont, and he is a celebrity mech sports ball player. What was the name of my sport? Is it
Cosmo Brawl. It's Cosmo Brawl.
Brawl. That's yes, I'm a celebrity Cosmo Brawl player who has been drafted into the military.
All right, really cool. Just a heads up, Leland. Did you mention where you could be found, as well as you, Pat?
Yeah, at Leopold the Just on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. That's actually the first thing I said.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
And you, Pat?
It just comes out my face mouth pretty quickly.
Same thing. I'm a Tactric. Check the channel name. That's how to spell it. And I'm the same thing on Twitter. And I'll be linking all these wonderful people's Twitter accounts in chat too, so you can find them easily.
Okay. Next up, we have Ikuza Jules.
Yes, hello. I'm Jules Harlock, otherwise known as Iksa1 on Twitter, Instagram, and also on Facebook. If you get the reference to my name, you are now automatically one of my best friends. But anyway, uh, I am playing a character named Pop2. Pop2 is a non-binary person of royalty who defected and is now living as a scavenger, just building whatever they wish. And has a couple secrets of their own. Speed is my game, like a certain blue hedgehog we can't name here for copyright reasons.
Oh, I mean, we can sure mention his name. I just don't think we can do the first 6 seconds of his theme song.
Oh, of course. But in real life, I work in film. I recently worked on a Jumanji film for charity,
Oh
officially sponsored
shit!
by Sony. I do my own effects. I do my own films, scripts, direct all sorts of things. But yep, follow my social media to know my know-how. I do film preservation, archiving, also old anime. I'm very into like vintage anime and teaching people about that sort of history. Um, so yeah, all sorts of media stuff.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. Shasta. I don't know why I mentioned that, but Shasta. Um, Next we have Catherine.
Hello, I'm Catherine. I can be found at Kathina Draws on Twitter and on Instagram. I honestly don't know if I should spell that, but it's Kaithena Draws, and I do art and all that sort of thing. And I just been trying out other tabletop role playing games or online role playing games, and I just want to try this out. So, and my character's name is Talva. She is a hard as nails medic with a giant mechanized gauntlet on her left hand, who likes administering concussions to people when they don't listen.
Very good, very good. And Alex, would you like to roll us out before I do my own?
Sure thing. Sorry, I'm not great at doing my own intros and stuff, and that is not the first thing you needed on your stream.
Dude, it's all good.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a digital artist. You can find me around on Twitter at Agent Boss, or for my art at Can Chaos Art. Right now I'm doing a whole lot of art for Leland. Until I get through that, then I can reopen commissions.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm playing Sean Lake, who has been in with the military, just not this branch of the military, for a very long time now. He's like in his early 40s, and probably was Spec Ops. But what part of Spec Ops? Good luck in finding out. Just that something happened and he can no longer be in Spec Ops. Now he's a pilot.
He killed people with knives, and now he kills people with slightly bigger knives.
A whole cloud of knives.
Sweet. And finally, moi. I am Anthony at Chatterbox EVA. I am the GM and the creator of the setting that they're in, and runner of the Lancer campaign. Lancer is a wonderful D20, D6, kind of intense modular game where a lot of the narrative roleplay is really freeform, and a lot of the mech combat is complex, but more modular in its complexity. So, like, customizable mech combat. And that's very interesting. Personally, I've been very excited to play this for a very long time. You can find me at ChatterboxEVA on Twitter. I'm just a amateur voice actor. I do tabletop stuff. So I'm just around. Like whenever I decide to make a project, I just try to just go for that. So yeah. So the things we're gonna be using tonight, some tabletop audio, as you can probably hear in the background, underneath our voices. You will also probably be seeing a lot of the System of Lancer by Massive Press, Massif. Please check them out on itch.io or other platforms. It's a really good game. Please buy it if you're really into like cool combat and like really just kind of big make believe. As well, we might in the future be using a lot of avatars generated by Retrograde Minis, so all their cool mechs have been kind of made through that website, and it's free, but you can support them on their Patreon and a variety of other websites and services to assist them in getting more cool model making stuff. Pilots of the Spare Parts Brigade and the 105th Armored Calvary Regiment, are you all ready to dive into our first little gentle session 0?
Yes.
I'm
Dive
seeing.
away.
By the way, what?
I said dive away. Sorry. No, I'm just
No.
excited.
I saw some people shaking their heads, and you'll be happy to know that failure to comply will result in the court-martial. Alrighty, so let's see where we are, what we're doing. The date is March 15th, and the year is 12,170, a Universal Standard Year. And the time is 1500 hours Universal Standard Time. Our location is a planet known as Bandy Prime in the Meda Cluster. A white sun glares on a planet with 2 moons. Drifting near the crest of the stratosphere of Bandy Prime, a docking station awaits the arrival of a small freighter. It's the size of no more than a small asteroid and lumbers carefully into place with the station's docking mechanism. 2 soldiers await at the other end of a decompression chamber, connected to the Alliance freighter Medius. One is flipping a pen, watching its extended airtime with a giggle. It almost floats before kind of dropping back into her hand. Her companion rolls his eyes. Knock it off, Kanda. You want Daz to chew us out again? Oh, I'm sorry that you lost your sense of wonder, Tor. Me and you haven't been up here in months. It was fun when you were 6, Kun, and I'm not going back to military rations because you couldn't... oh, shit. Shut it. They're coming out. So you see, they see, this decompression chamber, that sort of connects with the airlock of the Medius. The doors open with a sort of roiling mist. And this is kind of where I would like you guys to maybe describe maybe some of what you're wearing, what you look like. Some of you aren't human, so I think this is also a good chance to really play up some of your alien physique. So, anyone want to volunteer?
Kind of off to the side, but definitely in the front of the pack, there is this wide-eyed, kind of grinning, what almost looks like a humanoid desert lizard of some sort, wrapped in all sorts of like, it almost looks like spider webs, like silk, and there's horns, little spikes and horns poking through. And very obviously in her left hand is a way too large steel-looking gauntlet with a rod that looks like it's been loaded, and just kind of like walking through, looking at everyone, kind of really wide-eyed.
Okay, so that is slightly surprising to these soldiers. They probably haven't seen, perhaps not up close and personal, or perhaps not often, a person of your species. Who would like to go next? All right, Sean.
Sean is far less wide-eyed. He walks in. He's tall for one thing. He's like 6'6". He's tall. He's lean, and he looks like, you know, when you get a sword and you can tell it's old but really well made. That's kind of what he looks like when it's got those nicks and scratches of time, but there's still that undertone of like absolute core strength to it. That's kind of what he looks like. His hair is kind of starting to get some bits of white and gray around the temples and widow's peak. Cut fairly short, but stylized, sort of a bluish black, and like very, very sort of sharp, gaunt features. And that's not even mentioning the masses of scars. He kind of like walks with that very kind of like not fully military, but like somebody who's been in the military long enough to have proper posture. Currently, he's wearing jeans and what looks like a hoodie, and like carrying a large sort of like duffel bag sort of thing with his ID number on it, and around his wrist, there seems to be some sort of like braided, brightly colored braided a wrist, like neck, a bracelet. Sorry, I was trying to remember what the fuck you call a necklace that goes around your wrist.
I've been there. I remember moving forward. Would you say that like there's also that ancient Japanese art of like the gold replacing the like the cracks in like a vase or an object? Like
very much that sort of look to him.
Kintsurugi, is it called? I'm butchering the name, and
yeah, I know what you're talking about though. It's using gold to repair. It's gold repairers.
Okay, great. So Sean, you're coming out and like, I want you to do a roll for me because the vibe you're giving off and the what you're wearing, like I just want to see like what's your roll?
Okay, what am I rolling?
Just roll d20.
All right. 4.
Okay, I was gonna this roll was going to be how cool you look because
Sean's not trying to look cool. This is just how he is.
So like this is accidental cool. This is like you're not even trying. So like that roll just sort of states like how much might be accidental, how much might be purposeful. So
this is entirely accidental.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when he's trying to be cool.
All right, so we'll call that roll the uncool roll, and you failed the uncool check. Thank you, Sean. So yeah, you come out and you look badass, and you also look kind of wizened. Would either would anyone else like to kind of mention what they're looking like and like kind of what their vibe is right now?
Well, Poptio right now currently sort of looks very disheveled and tired, but essentially is wearing this sort of royal white top of sorts, but it's quite tattered and ruined. Not something you typically see from someone of royalty, more someone who's been thrown out. Gloves teared and tattered, a whole line of sort of ripped down this one sleeve. What used to be a very bright, white, elegant outfit is now dark, dirty, very orange in appearance. Some stray hairs on their face all over. Ones that they obviously tried shaving off with whatever they could find, but to no avail. Sort of these tattered, brown, royalish, puffy pants, and again, these gloves that have quite a few holes in them, sort of almost patterned. Like they tried to make a sort of cool looking pattern, but didn't really succeed because they didn't really have the tools. But with one hand on their shoulder, on their arm, walking down, they sort of look around, both in awe but also slightly nervous.
That is perfect. I really like the. I don't know if the term carpetbagger is good or not, but I like the term carpetbagger, like the former regalia, like its former regalia. Like you've been huffing it. Thank you, Jules. So, Sloth, Hurricane, anything?
After the intros, I have a couple of things I'd like to roll.
Okay, sure.
My character just sort of uh, if you if no one's close to him or like staring at him or anything, he just sort of slinks around and slips by people and that sort of thing. But if someone's like talking to him or looking head on at him, he tries to put on the show of being Thaddeus Brink, where he just sort of perks up and walks around all confident and stuff. Well, he's got a long duster that's like a it's like if the texture feels like leather, but it's like that weird iridescent like almost like titanium quartz sheen to it. Like uh and he's got like some like like leather pants on as well, and some ass kicker boots with like some sort of name brand in this on this planet. um it just looks like his clothes are really expensive.
Okay.
So yeah, once someone acknowledges him, he sort of perks up and it's like, oh hey, so
No, that's really cool. I love how not leather your leather jacket is, though. Like, I think it's a very interesting, like, not even a vegan alternative. It could have just been like, I don't know. Is it like a device that like allows you to change and like switch between?
no, it's just a synthetic material, a synthetic space age material that managed to capture the exact leather feel without killing any cows or anything with leather.
All right. Yeah. No, I like that. I like the idea. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was going to describe his appearance a little bit more, but go ahead.
I'm just gonna add real quickly. As you kind of step out of the decompression chamber, you get that sort of like the first Star Trek lens flare coming off of your jacket, and like one of the soldiers is like, "Oh shit, fuck," and like just trying to like trying to like cover their eyes a bit.
Definitely.
Please continue.
Because he's just out of his element. But anyway, he's got his hair pulled back in a ponytail. He's got like dark brown hair and a dark brown like beard that's a little disheveled. And I mean, he's basically just kind of hanging around, trying not to like engage with people directly if he can help it.
Kind of hands in his pockets almost.
Yeah, and yeah. Oh, and he's got a really big, like, almost like revolver style, but still futuristic looking, like gat that he keeps on his belt that occasionally, or that's like way out in the open.
Would you say it's retro?
Yeah, it's retro. Yeah, and it's got like it's like big enough to have like a painting on the side of it. It's got it's got like a rat like carrying something in its mouth, like scurrying over a log or something, like painted on the side of it.
Yeah,
it's his
like,
rat cat.
The rat cat. Really cool. Pat, what do we see when Hurricane steps out of the decompression chamber?
Sure. So you see human male, roughly in his late 20s. Grin is somewhere between like a shit-eating grin and a really wish I wasn't here like scowl. A good blend of those two. Handsome face, like chisel jaw, very expensive like shaded sunglasses. And his hair is kind of flowing down in front of his face. Right now, it's like a golden color, like not blonde, but like closer to like an actual metallic color with like some maroon stripes going through it. He's wearing I guess sort of like, not like a varsity leather jacket, but almost like one of those like racer jackets where they put like logos and shit all over it. I feel like the best way to capture him is like big Johnny Cage energy from Mortal Kombat, if that helps.
No, that really helps. I really like it. Just this little button on your on your jacket that says, "I really wish I wasn't here right now."
the persona that I put on is very douchey too, so we're gonna get along or butt heads, one of the two.
I've definitely got sarcastic flair on my jacket.
So Kunda and Tor, who are kind of clad in, there is a sort of almost sort of like ballistic vest, rifle slung around their torso, like their solar plexus. But Kunda has this long hair braided back, and Tor is a sort of like kind of 30s man with a bit of a little stubble just on the chin, specifically just on the chin. And they're looking at each other and then looking at the pilots and like, oh, shit, they look real cool. And Kunda's like, yeah, they do. Wait, holy shit. They're looking at us. Is that? And they kind of take a closer look at you, Axon. Tor, do you know what that is? Stars, cripes, give me that fucking pen. It's the hurricane. And they sort of squeamishly sort of like scurry up to you, Axon. No complete welcome to all of you. Kind of almost to Axon, and like one pulls out kind of like just a scrap of a piece of paper and like holds out the pen. Mr. Hurricane, sir, I didn't know you were part of the pilots coming in. Could you sign this, please? We really loved your work back on the home worlds.
Right. Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise to me too. Am I signing paper? Am I signing like your body? Usually I charge. Is there like a jacket that I'm signing?
It's it's like the wrapper of a stick of gum. How big the scrap of paper is. Like it's like they're asking him to sign a gum wrapper.
Right. This is like nothing thinner than this thick ass pen. Okay, yeah, I'll try and squeeze it on there.
Yeah, like what one of them will just take off their helmets and like for you to like use it as a thing to sign it on.
Is it like a round helmet too? So...
Yeah, exactly. If it's not too much to ask, Mr. Drummond, is it true that you applied for interspace because you're researching a role?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, that sounds like something I should be saying. So yes, I think that will test well.
Kunda is like scratching the back of her head, like, oh, that's real cool. Can you tell us about the movie?
No.
Also, who's that?
Classified.
And kind of points behind you. He's like, but also, who's that? And you turn around and you see, arriving shortly after the five of you, an older man with a 5 o'clock shadow, a persistent cough, a wrinkled tux, and a holographic hard suit, kind of ambles out with a hovering robotic companion that's really struggling to carry it, kind of like a bunch of suitcases. And there's this sort of like this look he gives around this sort of space dock, and he's just sort of like, oh no, this won't do. I can tell we're gonna have to really rough it out here. I mean, look how many bars I'm getting on my Omni here. Ridiculous. Come on, we gotta speak to management, Axon. Come on. And he kind of sort of walks past you and like kind of like trying to like kind of like not grab you, but kind of just like nudge you to like come forward. Oh, we might be having troubles here with audio.
Oh yeah, my headphones are crapping in and out, so I missed some of that, but I'm good. I keep walking. I resentfully follow.
I know you're tired, champ. We're gonna find yourself the best hotel on this planet. I tell you what, it's gonna be fantastic. And the four of you just kind of watch this like guy who probably shouldn't be with you, but somehow is. And you would remember him introducing himself to you guys on the trip here to this planet. His name is Jim Jr., and he only goes by Jim Jr. specifically. So Kunda and Axon just kind of like looking at this piece of paper with like a little bit of like reverence before they look back to the four of you. Oh, Ensign Kunda Langley, and this is my comrade Ensign Rennick. We're here to deliver you to Lieutenant Thacker. He's been expecting you.
Quick question: can I roll those couple of things, or just straight up ask you
Yes.
them?
Yes, you may.
Okay, quickly. Do I know what species Katie is? Our Katie's character is.
I would say you would. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna kind of like do history checks.
No. Send. Feel free to send them to me privately.
I mean, actually, I would like to explain it if that's okay.
Okay.
I mean, most people would really know what sort of race I am. It's kind of obvious, just with the.
Yeah, Talva is a particularly kind of specific creature. She is a subspecies of Gar. Gar are
Okay. I remember you mentioned them.
Yeah, the four-armed reptiloids that have a sort of a communal raising of their young, and are also known for being pretty having multiple hands. They're great with hugs.
Say they're hands-on.
I was gonna say they're great with hugs, and their sign language is majestic.
My other question is, can I identify which royal family the colors that Jules' character is wearing?
Now, this is going to be interesting. Jules, I would like to think that this might not be a history check, but I'll make you do just a quick D20 because me and Jules have agreed kind of like it might be a little bit more obscure.
That's fine with me. I rolled an 18.
Oh yeah, you might have dwelled a bit under the Phaleron hegemony, the empire that previously ruled the Meda Cluster, 2 years before the Alliance took it. This is the Kalia family signet. It is a very obscure one because they weren't in much favor with the Yzerits that ruled the Meda Cluster instead of the other sort of royal houses that rule different parts of the hegemony. So the best you probably know them for is scientific research and scrappers.
Okay.
That's as much as you could probably know about
that's more than I expected. I just expected a name.
Okay. Well, I'm just kind of giving you context because I think
I appreciate the context. It gives me more to work with.
Okay, cool. Cool. Is there any other role you wanted to do?
No, that was it.
All right. So sweet. Okay. So, is there anything you guys want to talk to Langley or Rennick about? We can just move on if not.
All my character seems really interested in right now is the robot assistant who helped the one person off the ship.
You kind of hear this. Oh, good.
Same. Completely just enamored with it.
I just I want to know what makes it tick. Let me go to it, please.
Sean's gonna head over and just kind of lean in because his voice is actually really fairly quiet, and just where are our rooms supposed to be?
Oh,
But he's a good question.
The lieutenant will cover. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I just said indeed.
The lieutenant will cover everything, but we're supposed to be going down onto the world, sir. I can't really tell you much other than that. This way. And you kind of see that robot companion that's sort of so sort of trying to keep all the suitcases with tiny little manipulator hands. And they're kind of very like they're long, but they're thin. You know.
Can I walk up to it?
Sure. It's still following Jim Jr.
Excuse me, Jim Jr.'s assistant.
Oh.
Hello. My name is Paptu, and I was wondering if I could help you with your bags, or at least one of them, or two of them. And yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
It doesn't really have a face. It has kind of like these cute little like LED eyes that kind of move back and forth. You're not entirely certain if it's a NHP and non-human person, but there is this sort of personality at the very least to its eyes. So you're not entirely sure if it really acknowledges you.
I guess. Can I just try to like make a motion to like try to visually communicate with it that I'm like reaching towards one of the suitcases?
Okay, so you reach towards the suitcase and its tiny little manipulating hands. It's sort of like looking like this, like this, and so like carrying all the suitcases. It like almost like an alarm. And Jim Jr.'s like, he's just trying to help. Come on, give him one of those suitcases. Boop. Just kind of carrying one on one hand for you to take.
And I just kind of reach out and grab it. Well, I guess I'll be following this robot now. If the rest of you want to come with.
It's just following everyone else too. Let me bring up some new music. I think this is a good one. So we're gonna go to where the soldiers are leading you, kind of further away from the landing pads and the airlocks, to a man adorned in the colors of the Alliance, sort of an orange, blue, and white. And he's a man with several ranks attached to his lapel, and a name tag. There's also sort of a very kind of a bright purple wrapping around his head. He's sort of dark skin, looking of Indian descent, and he puts his hands together and looks like really excited to see you. Pilots of the 105th Armored Calvary Regiment, let me be the first to say to you, welcome to Bandy Prime. He looks at the other two ensigns. Did they say that already? I told them not to, so that I could... never mind. I apologize if Captain Duralt couldn't greet you. He had to go to the border and continue preparations for the colonists on the other side. He instructed me to show you around, along with other things. Besides the variety of landing pads, decompression chambers, and a assortment of storage hangars, the station also appears to have multiple large cargo elevators capable of delivering small starcraft down to the surface. One of these cargo elevators is open, and a set of rails affixed to the ceiling is carrying the cargo pods containing your frames, your mechs. When all of them have been hooked into the elevator, Langley and Rennick lead you in. The doors shutter to a close, and you all feel your stomachs plunge as the elevator descends at near breakneck speeds. You kind of watch the blackness of space lighten into layers of blue. The gravity of the elevator appears to change. You see that the cargo pods jostle and grow heavier against this sort of automatic rail. And he sort of kind of explains to you the planet that you're on is Bandy Prime. It is supposed to be colonized, but it isn't, not yet. The exocrisis in the Meda Cluster has sort of put a quarantine / a halt on most most border travel, and a bunch of colonists are trapped on the other side. This is sort of meant to be a satellite planet in the sense that there are people who harvest food, who train for the military, who operate tech. For the most part, this is supposed to be kind of an early warning system with multiple satellites connected to broadcast stations on the moons of Bandy. and it's sort of an early warning system for when the hegemony kind of nears the border, or if there are any approaching entities or anomalies coming into the sort of the rest of the alliance comparatively to Meda, if that makes sense. We've made wonderful progress with the planet, despite most of our colonists being trapped on the other side of the border. The captain was very wise to go and reassure them, and your presence here also sends a perfect message. Your relief mission with the 105th gives us hope. Hope that we can continue settling into our new lives. Though, I'm sure you're excited to be with your commanding officer soon. In the next couple of days, the carrier vessel, the FAV Canopy of Joy, will be coming to pick you up from the planet, and you may begin operations in the Meda Cluster. I've been instructed to help you all get comfortable, and also just get a good gauge of your skills and abilities. Are there any questions?
None whatsoever, thank you.
No,
Please
just
tell
need
me
to
you
know for
do
the
not
port.
have a coffee ration at this planet.
I'm sorry?
Please tell me you do not have a coffee ration on this planet.
A coffee ration. Oh, yeah, oh, we do have calf. Yes.
Good.
Might I ask, how comfortable are the beds? I haven't slept in one in, well, a while.
We have standard military bunks at the Winda station. We'll be arriving soon and taking the tram into headquarters of the ground. Anyways, here we are. We are getting closer to the planet now. Your eyes rest
What's
on. Oh, good.
I have a question. What sort of foods do you eat here? Anything special, or is it just like, I don't know, what people eat?
Well, we do have military rations, but there are a variety that are safe for other species to eat. Of course, and we do make sure that we keep a steady supply of meat for meat eaters and albeit dehydrated greens for others.
Oh, yep.
Oh, go ahead, sorry. You will know that military rations are sort of like astronaut food. You hydrate it and then you eat it. It's not very good. They taste
Oh.
awful. Standard military ration lore across all space and time. They're just always awful. No matter
Also, for
what.
anybody who's looking at it, Sean looks incredibly comfortable in free fall.
That's kind of cool. That's really cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, he looks like this is where he belongs, is in mid-free fall permanently.
I look nauseous, but trying to maintain my composure.
Alrighty. So you guys are seeing the planet up close now. You see that the verdant green and yellows of the planet. Much of the planet appears mountainous, and other parts are very plain-like. There's activity on the planet. Ships flying in the lower atmosphere. Machines likely like farming or transport. But it is much more quieter comparatively to other planets. Even ones that are a little bit more remote. This seems like you're catching the planet like pre-colonization, but also post inhabiting. Trees and grasses and shrubs appear as you get closer to the surface. If you look up, you can also see the massive rings and pylons of the space elevator you descend from, stretching into multiple different settlements across this particular part of Bandy. The space elevator is how you're getting up to the space station, and it's also kind of connecting to different settlements very quickly. Finally, you kind of feel the elevator slow down, and you finally land on the actual surface of the planet in front of an airfield connected to an enormous grid of terminals and hangars. Next to the airfield is what appears to be a tram station. A pair of cargo lifters. They kind of look like frames, but they got they're yellow and they're made of metal, and they're kind of looking like exoskeletons. They're the ones going over and picking up the cargo pods and then bringing them over into a hangar very much nearby. Your mechs will be stored here at Winter Station until your departure. We'll be taking the tram to our headquarters nearby. So you are kind of being led off of the airfield and going into the actual station. And you can kind of see this long kind of train track further down this station. This station is sort of it's like an airport terminal, a series of airport terminals. That's what I'm trying to describe. But the biggest thing you note is that it's really quite empty. You see a couple people here and there wearing suits or normal civilian clothes, but it's mostly soldiers patrolling these terminals. Very standard fare. And you kind of just kind of pass through all of them, and before you know it, you're already at the tram station. We're gonna kind of fast forward. The tram station the tram just kind of moves like a bullet, like phew. And you kind of hear this like chugga, 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 chugga. And you're seeing really a select number of creatures on the planet. Most of them appear to be pests, like insects, and they fly in swarms, and they are different. And you on the tram, you're kind of already seeing like a couple dead fish fly looking motherfuckers. Fucking fish flies. They're bigger, and their stingers are kind of like at their ends are kind of very barbed and a little wider than most kind of like fish flies.
I'm just saying, why don't we eat those? They seem like a great source of food.
That's a prick I'd rather not get hit with.
That's what I was about to say. It might not be worth hunting down that food.
After years of it, I'm kind of sick of it.
Vecker chuckles.
Has a charm.
Oh, say again?
Oh, has a charm.
It's rather unedible. We discover many animal creatures as we colonize planets. Many of them less animal-like, and some more animal-like, but even after terraformation, many of them aren't exactly edible to humans. You're free to try if you're willing to endure any side effects for yourself, pilot Talva. But
I don't advise it.
I don't know. Perhaps the Gar anatomy is quite sturdier than ours.
Yeah, I didn't think that.
You kind of see both ensigns kind of cringe at Thacker's this like whimsical giggle. Sorry to interrupt, by the way, Leland. But anyways, we'll introducing pesticides shortly, and that should take care of enough of the population that we can bring some of more edible creatures to graze. Infrastructure will progress faster when most of our colonists are actually present. I hope you understand. We're seeing a very exciting time for the planet. The tram encounters a tunnel at the base of a mountain, diving inwards, progressively downwards, and you kind of see lights flare within. The door slide open, and Dazzler steps out. I'm sure you would like to rest after your long journey. Major King asked me to test some of your skills before the arrival of the canopy, so take the rest of the day and be ready to rise early. I will work you like racehorses.
What is a horse?
Oh, do you have any creatures
So you
that you
intend to jump on our backs and ride us around? I'm Sorry,
That does
I
not
don't
sound like
know you
fun.
that well. Yet.
Don't believe it was meant literally.
Captain Brink is correct. Yes, I did not mean that in any way. Literally.
Sean is giving this guy the eyebrow. You know, the
I think he literally just takes out his canteen and begins to take a sip. I'm going to go now. I'm going to be monitoring communications, but if you need me, I'm not far away. And you kind of hear his footsteps echo as he's kind of like you know the quick echo, like in a train station, like the quick echoes of someone moving fast, like the go 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 go. You know, and Rennick and kind of look at you, Sean, like, oh shit. He fuck and like they're kind of like looking at each other and start kind of muttering to themselves. We'll show you to your quarters. All right, let's go. Kunda and Tor kind of bring you into just kind of a series of bunks. There appeared. Oh, go ahead.
And my guy looks back and is like,
Hey, where's the warm towels? I'm just messing with you.
As expected from the great Captain Brink. Yeah.
Yeah, the great. That's what they call me.
You know, they're kind of still like giving each other the eye and like.
I like nod at them and smash the button, door shuts, and then I just like put my back up to it and let out a huge sigh. Oh, that was close.
Are we in the same? Are we all in the same room?
I hope not.
I hope so.
I was gonna say it's communal. It's in the bunks.
Yeah,
you know.
You said
Yeah.
bring you all to different bunks. I thought, or you said
well,
communal.
that means we all have bunks in the same room.
Yeah,
Different
that's what I
bunks,
was
not
thinking.
different
It's the
rooms.
military.
But that didn't happen because I,
Oh my, you know how long it's been since I've shared a room with people?
I thought we were getting our own bunks, like our own rooms.
No, you're living the military life, son. I don't
I
think
mean,
they.
you could put up like a blanket, and then you could call it your room.
Yeah.
Did we all like watch you like do that sigh of relief then?
No, that was
Please.
just,
Oh. I was gonna say that'd be really fucking cool. Okay.
I thought I was going in like a tiny little closet of a dorm, is what I thought I was going into.
The St. Wayne State.
We're not officers.
Okay. Well. As the doors close, you hear kind of muffled like, you know, maybe we can ask them if they. Well, come on. I mean, give them some time to rest. Maybe like an hour or two before we can. And then it's kind of like you hear their talking kind of echoing in the distance, and so you guys are left to your devices with Jim Jr. just kind of like looking around like, oh well, you know what? I'm gonna bust out this phone, and you know what? We're gonna blackmail them. You know, we'll post it to social media. You know, the standards of a star are much bigger. You know.
Excuse me, Jim.
This is the military, right?
Yeah.
This is quite nice.
It-
We're
it-
not officers.
Excuse me, Jim. Where shall I put your bag?
Oh, hey, Hurricane, my beautiful, glowing star. Where are you gonna rest here? You know, it's gonna be temporary, I assure you. But like, we're gonna, you know, we gotta, you know, pick a bunk.
Right. What corner of this room is going to be furthest from you there, JJ?
Oh, you know what? You need your beauty sleep. I understand that. You know, I'll just go over here next to I don't know your name. And looking at you, Zeta, you or rather, you Paptu.
Oh, I am Paptu. Well, I just don't know where to put this bag. It's getting kind of heavy. I'm just gonna put it down on the floor as I just kind of set it down gently and look back up at Jim.
I found that if he leaves that with you for too long, it's usually best just to send it right back at his head. That usually reminds him that it's his shit that you're carrying.
No,
Oh my, that implies I have the strength to throw this.
I can do it.
I'll leave it to you then.
Okay, I take it and I at his head.
What?
I,
Damn.
roll me a d20.
I'm just gonna look at you stunned.
Roll me a
Okay,
d20 here.
did you just explode something in the room with us?
No, it's a piston attached to connecting my two left hands, and it's just an air piston and just.
Right. I'm gonna have Sean making an auto action. Sean's gonna be trying to pin her to the ground and like kind of freaking out right now.
Hold on. Okay.
I thought this was part of.
Did you roll?
Was I not supposed to do this?
Did you roll?
But anyways,
hold on.
I
Can
was
you roll
about
the?
to do it.
Yeah. Can you roll a d20 before that happens?
Buddy.
Oh my god. Oh, I didn't think we were gonna have
I'm
to
not
bust
pulling
out
any
rules.
weapons yet.
Do I add anything?
What is the damage on your weapon?
I don't know where to check. Wait.
Comcon.
The Arbetlet Gauntlet, or sorry, the Arbetlet, because that's redundant.
Yeah.
Is 2 kinetic damage. But again, I'm launching something.
So that's 4
might
damage because
spike
it's a natural 20. It's a natural 20. So
I was
It's a
the one who
15.
rolled the natural 20.
I was a 15. I rolled a 15.
Oh,
rolled the
okay.
natural 20 to
Okay, to tackle her? Yeah, okay, so we'll get to that. So 15 will hit. So he takes 2 damage. It doesn't kill him, thankfully, but you see this, like, you know, the sort of, like, it's a sort of almost like kind of, not rubber, but like, it's made of almost a plastic substance, the suitcase. And so, like, you spike it, and, like, it collides with his head, and he says, "Kite!" And like he just like, and gets back up as you tackle him. As you tackle Talva. Talva, you can roll also. You can check your triggers, the things that you're really good at, and see if you can add anything to that roll, just to see like if you can combat a natural 20. But like
I don't. Where would the triggers be at?
narrative profile.
Okay, in that case, I'm adding take somebody out, so that would be a +2 to that 20, so 22.
Grapples.
Would this be a harsh, hostile, or unforgiving environment?
Sure. Let's fucking roll with it. So, for everyone present, triggers are
It doesn't.
triggers are like the skills that you're really good at. They're only +2, so like the d20 roll, like it is very much based on luck, but like, they are slight modifiers that will stack up over time as you guys level up. I am so sorry. We are right out of the gate. What did you roll? For okay, Katie?
No. I rolled a 5.
Oh yeah. So Sean just bodies you. Are you dealing damage, Sean, or are you just grappling?
No, Sean's basically straddling her to like have all 4 arms, like he's fought with Garb.
It's more like 3, but yeah, you can try.
3 arms, like just like up and behind and locked to basically take her down.
I'm okay. And like he's just like.
I'm just standing there like completely stunned.
You know,
The
this reminds me of a story.
that Sean did this is kind of telling.
I'm gonna look up. Go ahead.
Was I not supposed to do this?
I look over to Axon and Prop 2, and I'm like,
What? Why is this happening?
I
Accent
don't
is-
know. I just put the bat
Please.
down and then the concussion.
Refrain from using weaponry in the bunks.
I'm currently lounging on a bed,
Some
laughing
of
my
us
ass off
have-
at this.
And this part, he leans down to say only to Katie's character, some of us have seen combat.
So have I.
Lets her go and just steps back.
So Jim is holding his hands up and like, I'm okay, and like did the like he looks a little hurt. His head has a mean fucking bruise across his forehead, like just a swell, and he's just like, that's not the worst thing I took to the head. I did a documentary, more like a mockumentary, in Taraxis, and that place is just all kinds of fuck, you know. Um, but you know what? They didn't even treat us this bad with these bunks, you know. At least I got service with my Omni Hook, you know. He's just kind of busting out his like kind of laptop like Omni Hook and just like, well, you know what? I am getting better bars now here. Uh, I also might have a concussion.
Should I go and get a medic or something?
I'll be fine.
I'm the medic.
I'm not sure if we should trust that right now.
Well, you know what? If you treat my head, I won't press charges.
Whatever he says.
If you get sick or something and start getting nauseated, then that's how you know you got one.
I'm
And then I take my hands and I go, how many fingers am I holding up?
I don't know how many fingers you're supposed to have. Do you have 3 per hand? 5, 4? Are you missing any fingers? I don't know what to tell you.
You're fine.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to sleep one of these off there, JJ. Maybe just go take a nap.
Champ, I would agree with you, but you know what? I'm gonna listen to the medical expert here just real quick. You know, just be sure she's on the up and up. You know, I gotta test her because she's gonna be taking care of you. So,
I do a test. I do the thing that you're supposed to do with concussions, which is definitely shake them to make sure that they're still working.
roll me a d20. If there's anything you want to use for this, let me know.
Okay. Oof. Let me just see what I add.
Okay.
9 total.
You know, him sleeping isn't good. I think the easiest answer you can come up with right now, because you've helped humans, you've healed humans before. The best thing that a lot of guards do is just walk it off. For him, you can default to like give him plenty of liquids, keep him upright. That should do it.
Yep. Make sure. And then she goes into like a spiel of like what she's like obviously like read in books about humans. Make sure the wound is elevated above the head. Water. And she goes to get water, and she brings him a small cup of water and just kind of walks away.
Oh damn, she's as good as Dr. Robot on you know the extranet. You know.
Did you say robot? Dr. Robot?
Well, it's. I mean, it's technically an actor, but I mean, you know, it is programmed with like, I think 300. He always says at the beginning of each episode that he has like an encyclopedia of 300 medical books in his head, and you're not really sure if it's like modern medical textbooks or like, you know, the ones from Terran, the Terran Age or whatever.
Oh, who cares about the book? What kind of mechanics does he have?
He has like cool clamp arms, and he's supposed to, you know.
And what are they made of?
I don't know. Probably cardboard and plastic, and a little bit of like metal. What?
Is this a TV show?
Well, yeah, on the extranet, it's probably like, I don't know. It's 45 on the Nielsen rating.
My family always tried to make me watch television, but I was never much of a fan.
I don't know what. We need to talk. I need to know how to get to a Quantia audience. Pepsi. Peptu. Yeah.
I might not be the right one to talk to you about that.
Well, I mean, wherever you got, you mean, and like he's just gonna kind of go to this to you in the
John's
side, like
taking a bunk that's closest, the top bunk in whichever one is the closest to the center of the room.
I'm
like,
this far
slowly-
away from this.
Also, as he's approaching me, I'm like slowly backing away, and like, can I just reach into my pocket real quick? And I I no, I pull,
Precision, you won't want to kill him.
yeah, I just pull my gun and shoot him. No,
Well, all right.
dead on the floor. No, I have this like little orb in my pocket. It doesn't really have much of a use outside of the fact that it glows a little bit, and I just sort of rub it with my fingers, and I just kind of like I'm looking around nervously.
Can I roll to identify it?
This is an interesting one because we're really freeform narrative play here. I would say we can do a contested D20 roll if you guys really want to. There is a trigger that does perception, kind of, but I'm not sure if any of you have it.
Yeah.
So which one would you like to do, Jules?
Whichever one you want to roll. I'm not gonna exactly fight it because it's not. I took it out not like I didn't want to keep it a secret. I just wanted to.
I'm just more trying to tell like if this is something my character's seen before.
If it's,
okay.
If it's not something you want to keep secret, you're free to just tell them.
Oh, you're probably wondering what this is. I'm twiddling in my hands. It's a little comfort ball I kept. It's one of the only remnants left where I used to live. But you know, I haven't met new people in a while, and I knew I could use one of these.
Well, thanks
Would you
for
like-
the story.
Oh, of course, I have plenty of them. You know, especially where I came from. But I mean, maybe one of these nights I can tell you all some more.
No, thanks.
That would be interesting to hear.
And maybe I can get you closer to your audience that you so seek.
Oh,
Jim.
Cool. Great. I'm kind of retired from the business, but I wouldn't mind giving some tips. Some young upstart, go-getter, who is really talented in the athletics, but might be moving on to a more cinematic view of it. Yeah. You guys hear a knock on your door. Gung.
Nobody else is opening it. Sean will go and open it.
I like the weird stare off, and then like both of us head to it because I also am like gonna go at the same time.
Alrighty, you guys get to the door simultaneously, and you see.
My hand is on my gat, by the way, just in case.
Okay.
I quickly slip my spear back into my pocket.
You guys kind of push a button, and then the door goes like. And there are three people. It's Kunda. It's what's their name? Rennick and an entirely new person. And Kunda's like, hey, so we kind of also like giving the lieutenant a hard time. We're not I don't know how to say this. I mean, you guys are pilots, but you guys seem really cool. Do you guys want like a real tour of what we do here at Bondi? We have a couple things that kind of
appreciated. Thank
Yes,
you very
please.
much.
Yeah. Well. Okay. You know what? Come on. We'll show you. Who comes with?
You mind if I stick behind? I ain't got time for no tours. I got business deals to tend to. I'm advertising a new rifle.
Advertisement. And like Jim kind of just pops up near you.
Yeah, I'm sponsored to use a new rifle.
But what's a give me a rifle company name.
I actually have weapons from the world here because I world build everything and somehow comes in handy once in a while.
Oh yeah. Give me like a weapons manufacturer that I can be sponsored by.
Okay, how about either bolster or what do they call these? Yeah, how about bolster? Let's call them bolster.
I got a business deal with Bolster to set up. I ain't got time for no tour, unless the tour's mandatory.
Oh, we were gonna just get you guys some carts and we're gonna race do a race, like an obstacle course or a. Oh,
Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds up my alley. I'll deal with my business later.
Yeah. Sean here's race. Very interested.
So Tor is just kind of like ushering you guys through, like, yeah, we're gonna take the tram over. So here's the thing, Thacker hates when we slack off, and the biggest thing we do is we get in these carts and we race around the terminals because no one's using them, right? And it's sort of to see who's the fastest and who's the most resourceful and all that, and kind of just like kind of nudging. Both of us, we've lost every time to our champion here, and they gesture to a woman who's just kind of like this very short-haired kind of grizzled person. This is Arata. She's a supreme master of kart racing at Windsor Station.
Can I immediately like walk up to her and just start like barraging her with questions?
Oh, what kind of questions?
Oh, how do you make your card? What do you make it out of? What kind of materials do you sell? Those materials? Would I be able to purchase any? I don't really have any money, but I can probably use something else. I don't know.
And she's just like wide-eyed, like, oh yeah, they're gonna do. And she's just like, okay. Well, first question is like you guys are walking over, and she's kind of explaining everything to you. They're standard issue. They mod them a little bit, but they don't like make them. They're like the carts that a lot of the officials at airports use to roam around, but they hover.
They're golf carts.
They're golf carts. They're hovering golf carts. And she's just sort of like, and I'm the champion. Oh, we got someone who left the meeting here. This might also be a good time to do a break if we don't see them in a second. You know what? We're gonna wait for them to come back, and then we're gonna do a quick break. This is a great time to do so because I think we're kind of in the midpoint of our session 0 here.
Sean has one question asked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Are competitors allowed to race on foot?
And are mechs allowed?
Arata looks to you. No, because that's cheating. And for you, you can certainly try. But you're going to be tasting my dust by the end of this.
You sound like you taste delicious.
Oh ho. And Kunda and Tor are like, is he a good flirt or what? Yeah, I mean, I got turned along a little bit by that too.
This conversation is very strange.
All right, so as I was telling everyone, Kitty, I think this is a good time for maybe like a 10-minute break. Everyone to use the bathroom, drink some water, get something in their stomach. This has been wonderful so far. I am so happy to be doing this because I feel the energy and it's just everywhere, and I'm really excited. So I'll tell you what, everyone, we're gonna meet back up at 11:30, and then we're gonna continue with a bit of a kart race. I swear there will be actually like important shit going on sometime soon. Just bear with us as we kind of get into character.
I like shit like this too, though. It's so much fun.
It's character development. It's fun. You get to like just see people in like casual settings.
All right. Well, we'll see everyone in 10 minutes. Goodbye for now. I can't believe I did that again. Hi, welcome back. So I'm gonna just start all over again. Leland couldn't join us again, sadly, due to Hurricane Sally, internet stuff. We're going to miss him, but he'll be coming back next week, and I'm very excited to see how we continue on from there. But be that as it may, let's continue back to the story. We are kind of zooming back onto the tram station as the tram just kind of re-arrives at the terminals of the Winda station, the Winda Spaceport station. And Arata, Kunda, and Tor are kind of leading you quickly, like, I think we should probably get here sooner rather than later. We don't want Thacker to, catch on, we need to get to, get the keys to unlock the storage hangar that these carts are normally stored in. Yeah, let's go. And you guys are kind of walking quickly through the terminal, and you get to what appears to be a security station / kind of like the radio tower. And you see this this guy in, and he's kind of reclining against this chair, and he's kind of listening to various radio frequencies. And Kunda's like, "Hey, TV, we're doing the thing with the pilots," and TV's just like blinks and looks up. Oh, this is them? I didn't know they were gonna be here. I would have dressed better. You guys are with the 105th, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's great. Corporal TV Williams, holds out his hand for anyone of you to shake.
With all my hands, I just.
Oh wow, you have a strong grip, ma'am. So
Sean gives a pleasant handshake.
I just kind of wave.
I'm sure Thacker would have brought you up here for the tour, because this is a lot of where Bandy's action happens, I got a bunch of radio frequencies going in and out from the planet out to different satellites connecting through the hitch gates, hitch gates being the faster than light travel. I'll explain it some other time. But it's like through the hitch gates and bouncing off of other ships and whatnot, stuff like that. I got all sorts of frequencies. The amount of tech here is very stunning. And Kunda's like, yeah, TV, we're here for the keys. Yeah, right, the keys, and he takes that little key card and kind of swipes it, and then it unlocks a cabinet which has all these keys. And I haven't told the lieutenant that I'm giving you these keys, so just make sure you don't tell anybody how you got these keys. Here. Okay, cool.
Sean leans in and is like, "Don't worry. I wouldn't want you to lose your finger from the pulse of the station."
God, that's cool. That's great. You have a nice voice. You have a nice voice. Can I show you guys something? And I'm not trying to like go over people's ranks or whatnot, but I think you guys might really like it. It's a little project that I've been allowed to do here. Involves the planet. It's in its biology, and it's kind of interesting. Is that cool? Okay.
Please show us.
Sure.
Okay. I get to show pilots my thing, and he starts pressing buttons, and he turns up the volume, and you guys hear a whole certain amount of different static and stuff like that, and and then finally it gets to this one frequency, and it starts to sort of this thing that almost xenomorph kind of click, and it's like a steady, almost nonstop, kind of varying here and there in strength and intensity. And it's like,
In my travels, has Sean heard this sound before, or something similar to this?
No, I don't think this is something they would have been familiar with. Yeah, yes, Talon?
And is there Does it sound like there's a rhythm to it, or is there?
There
That was the other thing.
There kind of is, and it's a very interesting rhythm. Yes, yeah.
I don't know why I raised my hand. Sorry, I just got really. Does it maybe sound like an alien heartbeat or something like biological?
It sounds biological. Like definitely sounds biological. As a medic, you could probably understand it. And like, I think, are you showing that kind of excitement as you're listening? The TV is like kind of smiling as like there's this like finally someone understands like, so that.
How do the patterns change throughout the day?
Yes, it does, and I can tell you what it is. What Axon Hurricane?
Axon's actually like leaning in, listening to. Does this? So it's in my mind. I'm thinking it almost like electro or club music, where I'm like trying to see if like that beat is supposed to like whether it's reminiscent of a specific emotion that you're trying to incite in the crowd. I don't know if I'd be able to discern any of that. Like if this, we were talking about how it seems biological. Like if this seems like almost like a fear response or like an excitement type thing. I'm trying to vibe with the beat, I guess.
You get the impression that it's sort of an ecstatic kind of sound, and the ecstatic kind of sound is kind of what you want in a rave because it keeps everyone awake, keeps everyone moving.
I pull my orb out of just anxiety because I don't know what this is, so I'm just kind of like twiddling it and just kind of slowly looking at the screen, but kind of looking away on occasion.
TV smiles and kind of looks at Talva as, and seeing that excitement, like, yeah, so that is the sound of almost every wing on every bug on this planet moving together against the shell. There is the gravity here is slightly lighter than normal human Terran environments, and that's my current hypothesis is that these pests it takes less for each and every kind of pest on this species to of this planet, of this ecosystem to move, and so there is a certain rhythm that each of them have. This is coming up.
Would you be able to document each type based on the sound entirely of their wings then?
That's the interesting thing. I can there are probes out around the surface, and it catches and records this specific band of a frequency. The only reason that we're able to hear this is because these bugs are creating a radio frequency. This isn't just recording, the planet and the planet's sounds. This is something that you could catch on the radio.
Could there be a form of communication being used via radio waves?
I'm not entirely certain, and that's
it's maybe it's some sort of odd hive mind situation.
It could be. It's just all varying kinds of species. So I'm not entirely sure if that's the, if it's just something that's just part of the environment that they have to keep a certain rhythm in order to avoid.
Have you brought this attention to any biologists?
We don't really have biologists here right now. Everyone's on the other side of the border, So it's
Keep these recordings; they'll be useful in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very interested in seeing what could come of this. It's kind of given Captain Durrell some pause actually about moving forward with some of the minor terraforming of the ecosystem. So it's very interesting and kind of just like, okay, I'm glad everyone's interested, but the longer we stay here, the more Thacker is probably going to be suspicious of us. So how about we go do some kart racing now? Less biology, more racy. Yeah? Anyone?
I'd like to talk with you later at some point.
As well.
No. This is Kunda, not TV.
Oh, sorry. No. To the technician, basically, like as an aside, like.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be very interested to talk about biology.
I'll have to make it a date. And Sean heads off.
Do they always? Do they always hit on people? I say to literally the group.
I mean, we don't have a great sample size, but yes, I guess so.
I haven't hit on anyone yet.
TV, just out of curiosity, who, if this was considered property, are the recordings yours, or do they belong to the military?
That's a good question. And Rennick is just gonna move in. It's his property. He works on it. He's part of the military. He's probably the one that's going to be given permission for anyone to use any of these recordings, huh? Yeah? And like he was like, yeah, it's my property. Totally my property, you know. Money. That's absolutely what I'm interested in my line of work. Obvious lie. And Kunda's like, guys, go-karts, please.
Yes, but there's very interesting things.
I mean, you guys got 2 days, you know. You guys, like, after you're done with your training, you can kind of come back up here. Thacker will be very very surprised and excited that you guys are into this whole operation at Winda and Bandy. Like I agree, but at the same time, we have a limited window of time before Thacker's gonna notice you're not at the headquarters. So please, please.
Bug Radio will still be here when we get back.
Yeah. I mean, of course, this isn't going anywhere. I go through thousands of hours of recording. You know, it's good. Ought to be interesting. So Kunda's like, okay, let's go, and like, you guys pass by a couple patrols, and they're just kind of like watching with interest as like you guys are passing and kind of talking, kind of like, oh, you're doing the race, oh, we'll come swing by, you know, stuff like that, and like, this seems to be like the thing that they have fun with. Like, this is the only thing that they can really have in this very empty, unsettled planet, you know. And so you guys go to a hangar. You guys see that they have already set up an obstacle course going in around the airfield into the terminals, out of the terminals, like kind of like this sort of super like organized thing. And you guys kind of suddenly realize there's nothing that motivates a soldier more than slacking off from whatever they were doing in the first place. And so you guys get to see these sort of hovering, well, they're not hovering right now, but like when you put in the keys and turn them on, like sort of like the lift it gets, and like the push of air at the bottom kind of almost pushes you guys away. And Arada kind of gets on, and you see it's almost like swimming or like flying. She's just and kind of like takes it out to the front. Kunda gets on one, Tor gets on one, and you guys each have a key to your own go-kart if you participate.
We should all
John
get on the same one. It just
puts
like
his key into the pocket of his jeans and takes off his hoodie to tie it around his waist. There's no shirt on under that hoodie. His back is covered in tattoos and scars. In fact, he's pretty much covered in scars. The tattoos look to be nebula and specific star systems that are not Terran native.
Can I walk over to Sean, please?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. May I have your key? I see you're not going to be using it.
You have one.
I
might
know.
need it later.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if I could maybe use parts from your cart for mine. Do they allow card modification?
Arada's just like, as long as you put it back before the lieutenant notices.
May I please use your key, just in case he needs to access something?
No,
Okay.
this is mine.
Okay. All right. And I just kind of like slowly walk over to my car.
The other thing that you'll probably notice is there's two very large scars on his back, right like over the shoulder blades and down each side of the spine.
Wings.
Not no more.
And oh, well, in that case, I always say, well, do you need treatment for such scars?
Not from you.
Oh, of course, but perhaps a trade. Look, I just really, modification's sort of a hobby of mine. I don't even kind of want to do this.
With what you have.
Beep,
Okay,
beep,
okay.
beep, 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 beep.
Okay. And I just kind of like scurry away back to my cart. I just yell back, I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Axon is hopping into a cart. He pulls out from his jacket a can of maybe an energy drink, and I'd like, if it's okay with you, Anthony, I'd like to take one of my stims.
I was
Oh
gonna
shit! What stim? What stim? Is it juice? Tell me it's juice.
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 I think I pull out a can, and it's like some brand like Crimson Lightning or something like that.
I was gonna say like Crimson Taint or something like that.
That's what I want to hear in my beverages.
Okay, so
I have a quick question.
yeah.
Can I have a bonus modifier since we're in lower gravity and I'm used to that?
Do you have any stats involving that? Like I could say you could get
Just background.
How about,
lot of background.
Okay, fine. How about a +1 get somewhere quickly modifier? That's the best I can do for you right now if you don't have it as a trigger. So stim is a tool or piece of equipment. It's a gear that you can get. You get like 3 gears, or yeah, you get 3 gears. And you can use them a certain amount of times. This one has 3 uses and has different effects. So he chose juice, which heightens senses and alertness, reduces fatigue, and shortens reaction time. Juice occasionally provokes rage in some users. So.
And I think as I'm drinking that too, I'm also using my info skin, and the colorful hair that I had changes to like a red and silver metallic Mad Maxy mohawk, and I get like black and white checkered stripes under my eyes.
This is not good.
So, if we're using our piloting gear, does that mean I can use my subjectivity enhancement suite to knock out everybody else's cart?
Is that in your pilot gear? Like, hold on, let me check your character sheet real quick. I'm down. I just need to see what it does and how I can translate that.
Cybernetic aim clouds allow you to use hack systems without a rig.
That will require hacking checks, which I'm down for. I absolutely love it. You madman, you bastard. You could do it. But should you? Okay.
Why shouldn't I?
So
it's an advantage I have.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna replace your check instead of get somewhere quickly. It'll be a hack or fix check. So your hacks or fix check will be able to not. I'll say in the stead of making everyone wipe out, it will slow.
I just don't want them to wipe out. I just want to make them slow.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say like depending on if you roll the highest, you will slow them enough that you can take the lead. So I'm gonna be rolling for the 3 NPCs, and you guys are gonna be rolling for yourselves. And go ahead.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How noticeable would okay, 2 questions. Could a stim be administered through a gas, or could it be administered through a hypodermic needle? And how noticeable would something like that be?
I will say it depends on I guess delivery system. Delivery system can be anything. It can be, he drank his. You can inject it. That's the default way. I would imagine. You could inhale it if you had like a almost like an inhaler for.
Oh, I was gonna say, could I put a stim without somebody noticing, put freeze in one of the other.
You know what? Let me go check the default like idea of what the stim is, and I'm gonna get back to you really quick.
Could I just?
I
Like,
am so happy. I'm so happy.
I just want to sedate them. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna make a small correction because these stims are in the description it says administered automatically by injectors built into the pilot's suit. So I'm gonna say, you put Crimson Taint in your heart suit accent, like you did that. You customized it so that like there's just like a little tank of different like energy drinks that probably should not be on the market, that you choose to inject as part of the stim equipment. So I'll tell you, Katie, you could probably invent a gear that could do that.
Well, I'm just thinking if there's somewhere on the suit that it would be naturally injected. Maybe it's like, oh, on the back is where you put your stim into, and then it gets injected. Or it's like maybe I could like slip a needle into the little holding pouch. I don't know.
You guys aren't playing fair, and I love it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask everyone: are you okay with stim being very loose with how like the term of the equipment? Like you're okay with like it being injectable into a suit, but it can also be from the outside as well as inside.
I was gonna ask, can I walk over to the champ? Is she here right now? The champion?
She's on the cart right now, but she's kind of ready to motor, and she's looking at you like, can I help you?
Yes. Well, I was wondering if you guys. Well, I heard you allowed cart modifications, and I was wondering if you had any like spare parts around or something I could use, because I really don't have much in terms of energy like everybody else does.
Oh, well, the hangar that we got them from should have a couple of spare parts. Certainly. Like I said, just make sure that you can leave them in one piece so the lieutenant doesn't figure it out. That's
Oh,
all
of course.
I'm really asking.
Oh,
So no
leaving
holds
things in
barred
one
here.
place is my specialty. Anyway, where would I find said pieces? Well, you said hangar. Where would that hangar be?
You just got out of it. This is over there.
Oh, I just like scurry over there and like go digging through scrap, just like trying to find things. Can I roll for that or?
Sure. Roll me a d20. If you have the get a hold of something, as a trigger, that might be what helps you. As for you, Talva, you might roll something like akin to stealth or let me check the triggers here.
Well, while this is happening, I try and like find where she keeps all her like the tank of her suit is or whatever, and try and slip it into the mechanisms.
So to Arada, the champion.
Yep.
I'm gonna say
because they were talking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I figured. All right. So roll me a d20, and I'll tell you if you succeed or fail, because it's.
Come on. Are you kidding me?
What'd you roll?
I got 7.
Oh yeah, no, that was. It's so obvious. I'm sorry.
I just pull out a needle like.
So you go to like inject it into like between her armor, because she's not really wearing like, well, I guess she is wearing a hard suit technically. This is not like pilot issue, like it's not as good as pilots. So you go to inject the needle, and she's just kind of talking with Patsy over here, and I just like kind of swipes at your hand and just swats it away while she's talking to him.
And I've lost 1 stim. Okay.
It's like clink clink clink.
Should I roll for what I see what I can find?
Yeah. Please go ahead. And rather as you run off, Patu, Arada just kind of gives you this little side glare that isn't saying she's angry. She's just like, It's like a little wag of the finger.
I got a 16.
What are you looking for? Because I'm pretty sure you acquire it.
I guess something to just help my cart boost itself a little bit, and something for handling.
Nitro.
Yeah, it's pretty much just nitro.
I'm gonna say that the hovercraft of the golf cart doesn't necessarily mean nitro, but like you can get like a powerful magnet that could probably just like give it one quick boost before the magnet kind of just gets caught up in the actual cart. You know?
That's gonna fuck me over then.
Oh, that's true. I'm trying to come up with a thing.
Well, there's one. Oh wait, that would be a hack. I was gonna say, I know for some things with computers, you can like put them in different modes, and maybe they find a key to like put it in out of performance mode and into like racing or like high performance mode.
So I guess like a modification like stick or something.
Yeah, you got like a little modification stick that like allows you to kind of like go like 1 degree further than most carts. Let's go. We can do that.
No, turn off the limiter. Like just remove the limiter completely.
Yeah, so like you find like a little, maybe it could be a manual or it could be like a little like it could still be a magnet that just removes certain parts from the inside of the engine.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so I'm just gonna like grab that magnet and sort of like run over to the cart and like quickly. Are there any tools nearby?
Yeah. This is a storage shed for like vehicles and equipment. So you see some carts. You see like almost like a Humvee looking sort of transport. A couple of those. You see also. Yeah, no. The mech exoskeletons wouldn't be there. But yeah. So this is like mainly ground transports. So yeah. You would see a couple tools there.
So I just like grab tools and run over and just start like modifying as best I can. Should I roll for that or?
That's gonna be a hacker fix. I agree. So if you have a hacker fix, that's a +2.
Do I have a hacker fix? I'm not sure which ones I had exactly.
I can go and check. You had. I'm pretty. I'm pretty sure I remember you doing hacker fix. Nope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did too. No.
No, you didn't. So is this a straight D20?
All right, straight D20. All right, let's give it a shot. 19. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
I guess screen cap these too.
So like you just run around and you search like the cabinets for like the part you need, and you get this magnet and you go and get the tools, and super quick, and you're kind of just like rushing over and just kind of like scrambling in the guts of the engine, and like Kunda and Tor are looking from the cart, and they're like, oh my god, the lieutenant is gonna kill us. And Kunda's like, only if he catches us. And so you zoom in with yours, Jules. You're gonna get +2 to your roll as if you had the trigger get a hold of something.
Wow.
That's my bonus for you because you rolled pretty well for this. All right. So
for a cart.
Are we all ready for our race here?
Yes.
Yes.
Are there seatbelts?
Alrighty. So from the radio tower, you hear TV. So it's kind of dangerous for someone to like kind of wave a flag and let you guys go. So I'm gonna do the announcement, you know, because it's cool. You see kind of other soldiers kind of in the terminals, kind of watching from the windows or like the panels of the terminal nearest to you. It's like, okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's race! And then I'm gonna need everyone to roll a d20. You get a +2 for get some more quickly, if you have it. Sean, you roll for hacker fix, and I'm gonna roll 3d20.
Roll a d20.
Wait. Okay, so that's
would.
that'll be my first one, which would be the get somewhere quickly because... Wait, no, I'm doing the hacker fix. Never mind.
Yeah, you're doing hacker fix.
Does stay cool help at all? Task that requires concentration, dexterity, speed, or precision under pressure?
But you took... Wait, did you not take the drugs?
I did. I also have that skill.
So you're like...
Does anything Swift related for me help?
You get that +2, remember?
Oh, right. So I rolled a 13, so +2 would be 15.
Okay, 15. Sean rolled a 2, right? Or do you have a hacker fix?
So you gave me hacker fix for this specifically.
Yeah,
because I'm using my augment.
Oh, okay. So you do you have the trigger?
No, I don't have the trigger. You said I was gonna have. have the trigger instead of the move quickly because my backgrounds allow me to argue for the move quickly because low gravity.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, if you were to use a trigger function for this role, instead of it having to be the bonus get somewhere quickly, it would be hacker fix is what I'm trying to say. So it's if you don't have the trigger, it's still like a D20. I'm kind of using D&D skills here, terminology here. I'm sorry, I'm still learning the game.
Sorry, I haven't played D&D in a really long time, so I apologize if I'm not trying to be difficult.
I'm just getting lost in the terminology. So, if it's up to you if you decide to because like if you're doing the hacking, you would only get a bonus from any triggers involving hacking. If you're deciding to just run, you will get that +1 from your background. It's up to you. But that would still also just make it 3. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do the run. He may not be the fastest, but the fact that he will complete the entire fucking course though.
All right, so for Axon, I will allow stay cool. I'm gonna set a precedence from here on. I'm just gonna prompt D20s, and if you have a trigger that you want to use and you can justify it, tell me, and I will say yes or no. Just because I'm still using like fifth edition terminology here for this, and like I'm not supposed to prompt you to do get a hold of some more quickly because you guys don't have those triggers. So, hound me about it, please. So remember, just if you have a trigger that could help in this situation, tell me and make an argument for it. What?
Is there sections that would go through like? Oh wait, never mind. This wouldn't apply to me. Never mind. We're good.
Okay. What did you roll, by the way, Talva?
I got 15.
15. So okay. Arata is 13. Tor is 8, and Kunda is 10. The current tally is the first round. Sean, you're running. And you're pretty fast, but not as fast as these carts. You're still surprisingly keeping enough of a pace to maybe still have a chance.
I was gonna say, can I sneak to the finish line using my other trigger?
You know what? For the first round, you could get a +2, which will make it 4.
No. This isn't for the first round. I'll do the first round normally.
I will say that in the next, do you want the next round to use stealth to try to sneak to the finish line?
Yep.
Okay. So that'll be about if you can sneak there fast enough that people won't notice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm cool for that. Okay. So
I'm exploring with these abilities, I admit.
Yeah, we're all still exploring. This is session 0, so this is where these errors will come in, and then we can fix them. So Sean, you're last. Tor is after you. Kunda is after him. Arata got a good start, but then was quickly overcame by Jules by Paptu and his modified cart, and I was like, hot damn, and even past you, Jules, you see, Jules, Paptu, and even you, Paptu, you get like blindsided by Axon, who is just sort of like, do you have like music on you? Like, are you playing any music, Axon?
If there's something to mess with, I think I'm trying to get bug radio on, like get the clone bug that we were listening to.
And like your eyes are wide, and like you almost got like the Cowboy Bebop red eye like juice, and you're like, oh yeah, eyes wide open, and like everyone's just like, holy shit, and all those soldiers like, I mean, that's the hurricane. Like no one can top the hurricane. But Talva and Paptu are neck and neck. So you're getting between. You guys are fighting for second. So next round, declare the triggers that you think will be helpful in this next round.
will so is it what is their character's name? Oh, so who's gunning for second place with me?
Pap2, Jules' character.
I will scream over and say, "You've got this. Please win it for us." And then I will try like inspire them, but basically I'm just gonna try and use take control, and be like, "Win this for us. You better, or else."
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm just gonna like look at her and go like, oh, okay, and I just like sort of look down at my panel. Is there anything I can, like press to help me speed up a bit?
You can.
Wait.
You still have that +2 to get somewhere quickly. If you want to use that.
So do you want me to roll?
So we're all rolling still. Just
Okay.
just tell me if you guys are using any triggers. So Talva,
Yep.
you're trying to win vicariously. So you're gonna roll to see if you win vicariously in the second round.
I'm still in the race. I'm just being like, well, we're okay. Go.
Yeah, we're in this. Yeah, you're in this together. So it's just sort of like a.
As long as the champion doesn't win. As long as the champion doesn't win, I'm happy.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll for all of them. Oh, I also forgot to add the bonus that Arata has. I am such an idiot.
I'm going to be using the sneaky deaky.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. All right. So,
16 total.
16 total. Okay. I'm gonna say you're much closer than you anticipated. You might even beat some of the guys in last. So you kind of moved up in place past Tor and Kunda. However, Arata has a sort of unnatural 20, and so she races past you. Tavo, what'd you get?
That's you, Katie.
Sorry, what did you say?
What did you roll?
I got. Sorry, I just have to get my note up again. That was an 11. Unless do I count the take control, or should I roll?
You can take. I think you can take control, where like you're kind of hijacking. It was an intimidation tactic on against Pap2. How about that?
Okay.
So that's
you scared Pop you into letting you win.
Trying not to cry while I drive.
That's a 13. So that's technically 13 because the +2, 11 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
And Pap2, what did you roll?
I didn't roll yet. Let me.
Yeah. Everyone rolls when I say like, is this a new round roll, and then we can apply triggers after.
I got a 10, so +2 is 12.
Okay, so that tactic did kind of intimidate you, and Talva has taken the lead. Axon, do you have any triggers you think you might want to use?
So how close are people getting to me?
You are still ahead of Talva and Jules and the rest of them, but Arata just kind of
Because if Arata's coming up on my tail, I would like to make a case for assault. Like I'm trying to swing my car and position it in such a way that it's like that she can't pass me without hitting me.
You know what? That would bring you up to +2 to 17. She still has a 20, so you try to hamper her, and you nearly succeed. But you watch as she's just like, and then you watch as the car kind of just like does this complete like tail spin to the right past you. So you and Tessa are coming up from the left, and you try to hamper her there, but she's just kind of ahead of y'all, and she kind of just winks at you, Axon. Okay, so now third round, everyone roll, and if you have a trigger, and announce it afterwards. So I want to. I'll start asking each person.
How's the terrain looking right now? Like, where are we going through, terrain-wise?
You first started in the field. The first round was kind of going through some of the obstacles placed on the on the airfield. So you guys kind of went past barrels and crates and everything, and like it made this narrow striated path. Second round, you went through the terminal, and so you're in like the air conditioned lobby before everyone kind of gets on like any transportation vehicle. And you guys are kind of like moving through cones and kind of going through a place which is to expect a large amount of people. And then the third round, I think, is this kind of a mixture of the both, where you're kind of like going through kind of like the kind of open aired baggage system, like, so okay, so Sean got a 12, Axon got a 7.
I'm gonna keep using my sneaky deaky on that.
Okay, so that's a 14.
I got a 16, so +2 would be 18.
18. Okay. Talva?
And yeah, I only got an 11.
I think we have a winner. So Kunda just straight up crashes into one of the baggage systems, and she kind of goes flying a little bit and just oh, and Taurus is like you got, and then pooh, and like he doesn't see like one of the I don't know what they call, like the thing that kind of moves forward the baggage, and Arata just pedals to the metal past you, or she keeps ahead of you, Axon, and you feel your exhaust begin to putter, and then
if I could throw something out, since she's past me at this point, and I know that my teammates are going faster than me at this point. I wonder is there a way that as I'm spinning out from trying to knock her, if I can get behind my teammates and push them forward
I was gonna say the person who rolled the highest was Haptu, so you can kind of catch him in the tail, and as he's trying to get past Talva, and you just kind of like and you get kind of launched forward, Haptu, and then like you kind of like get this instinctual vibe to just gun the gas as fast as possible, and like it's like running in the 90s is in your head, running in the 90s, and like you kind of take a ramp up and kind of like 15 feet in the air, and just pass Arata, and Arata's just like kind of agape as you're kind of mid-air, kind of like Phantom Menace pod racing style. How do you want to finish the race?
Oh, well, I guess I just sort of gun straight forward and then hit the brake as fast as I can because I don't want to crash into anything.
All right. So the moment the hover gets in front of gets onto the ground, you kind of gun the brakes and kind of do the Akira swerve, like the into the finish line. Style. Let me see. What did you roll? You rolled a 14. So.
I rolled a 16.
No. I'm talking about Sean. Sean, you kind of waltz into the finish line, in second place, and it's kind of watching everyone kind of begin to pass the finish line.
It's a bit sweaty.
And Rada's just like, wait. How did you get here? I didn't see you the entire goddamn time.
And slicks his hair back, sort of thing, and just like.
And kind of just kind of this sort of like kind of just like moves forward. It's like fuck, that hurt. Yeah, you remember Arata? There's just no rules in this. There isn't even a penalty to crashing your fucking cart. Oh shit! And kind of looking at her own cart that just kind of smashed, and she's just like, yeah.
Can I quickly run over to her?
Good work, dude. I didn't know you had it in you.
No, I want to repair your cart. What could I do? I want to repair it before the person gets here. As you said, we need to put everything back where it needed to be. So, how long is this going to take? This could probably take, I'd want to say a little while, but I could put it back together.
Don't worry about it. Thacker, he's a little bit of a. He doles out punishments very, like he gets real mad, and you don't like him when he's mad, but like, I can take it. We guys invited you. I don't want to trouble you. I mean, you guys are pilots. You guys are like the brigadiers. We're not gonna put any blame on this on you. I think the biggest thing you're gonna get is from him is an apology that we tricked you into something like this. Like, I don't think he can expect a couple of high-ranking pilots of the 105th to do something like this. Like, it's really no problem.
So Sean's actually going to go over to the former champion.
Arada's just kind of just like biting.
And he's pulling his hoodie back on, sort of thing, and he's just like, so why aren't you a pilot?
Are you referring to me?
No, not you. The former champion of the NPCs.
Arada is just like kind of stunned, like, yeah, I don't know how to say this. I'm from Typhon. It's a city planet, you know. I mean, you guys probably have crazy stories about how you became pilots, how you became lancers. I don't have.
Was this or a guest job?
But, I mean,
it's not that exciting. You've got the skills for it.
Tor is just like, she's right, you know. Oh no, he's right. I'm sorry. I keep messing shit up. He's right, you know. Oh. And I was just like, I'm gonna consider it. I mean, I'm fast. I just don't know if I can hold up with you know, swords and Gatling guns and rail guns. Like, that's some like. And Kunda's like, are you fucking kidding me? I have been waiting to see some action on this planet for stars knows how long. If you get an invitation from a pilot, you're fucking taking it, Sumi.
May I walk over again and just be like, hey, so since you guys mentioned earlier that that you know you don't need to repair these things, mind if I take a few parts?
And Arada's like, I mean, who's gonna know what was missing during the crash? We don't know what we might not find. And so she.
I get all.
So. Go ahead.
I get all excited.
You'd make a very good pilot, Arada.
and I just like run over like excitedly into the scrap. Should I roll to see if I pull anything out or?
Please.
Can I? In the meantime, after this, could I go check on the people who crashed? Since that's kind of my job.
Yeah, Kunda. Her leg is a little limp. I want you to roll me a d20. If you have anything you might think might assist you in that trigger, your or happen. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I got a 7. Would it still be the +2 or?
It would be. Do you have get a hold of something as a trigger?
I don't believe so.
You have. Yeah, you don't have it.
Yeah.
We can always switch triggers later because this get a hold of something seems like something you're gonna be using a lot, especially also hacker fix too.
Indeed.
So that's something we can think about. What did you roll, Katie?
I got a total of 12 to just like pat them over, make sure nothing's super broken, you know?
They are very lucky. It looks like there is some bruising on the stomach of Tor. Kunda, she has a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
She kind of leapt out in time. Also, I think since these guys are grunts, they only have 1 HP, and I'm not gonna kill them messing up. Yeah.
Death at the beginning.
Who'd have guessed? Crashing is bad.
You
So
might
the-
want to give your NPCs more than 1 HP with us
Well,
around.
they're grunts. They're grunts.
If Jim Jr. survives that concussion, these they get to survive.
Yeah, Jim Jr. tanked a flipping bag to the
Suitcase.
head.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
They should
fine.
have
I'll give them
at least
5.
as much HP as Jim Jr.
Yeah, they get 5. Okay, that's it. They get 5, and if they go to 0, they die. They don't go down and out. I'm joking. No.
Also, may I ask, did I pull anything out of it? Since I rolled a 7, would that be a +2? Oh no, it wouldn't be anything. So it'd just be a 7.
Yeah, it'll be a 7. Can't. It's. I'm gonna say there's nothing that really appears salvageable, but at the same time, if you're looking around, you could find things that aren't really of use. So you could probably pull out a couple baubles. Like you could probably take off the steering
I'm
wheel.
imagining them popping up like holding the steering wheel.
Yeah, exactly. You get the steering wheel.
The hood
Yay!
The hood ornament?
I say, well, I guess it'll do. I'll bring it back to Lavarche, see if we can modify it or something. I just kind of like mutter to myself as I like walk away.
Hey, Errata calls after you. Champ,
Huh? Oh, yes.
this isn't just for this isn't just for pride. You get something.
I get a prize?
Yeah, you're the champion.
Oh boy. Oh wow. What do I get?
Come with me. I'm gonna take you to somewhere.
Oh. Can I walk over to Sean for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Could you hold my steering wheel, please?
No. No, I'm not holding that for you.
I just kind of look around. Does anybody mind holding this steering wheel?
I can hold it.
Oh, thank you. I just like walk over and hand it to her.
Put it
Okay.
in my bag.
All right. So you guys are gonna get taken back to the headquarters. You guys can probably find TV. Oh, yeah, yes, Saxon.
Just before we leave, I would I don't know if Errata or TV would be able to help us. I'd want to try and get if they record the races at all.
You are asking around. You go to Arata, and Arata's like, let's see here. Anyone get a recording of that? And someone kind of strides up, and like this guy has a handlebar mustache. He looks like a gentleman of the steampunk age, and he's like, I got some on my Omnihook. Oh, by the way, I don't think you've met me. My name is Sir Gilliam Racha. I don't know what to say to you. I don't think I've ever met you. I don't know who you are. And Erratus is like, oh, he's a big shot. Trust me.
I'm nobody. It's fine. Is it Gilliam Ratcher? You said
Racha, Racha, Sir Gilliam Racha. Sir
Gilliam
Racha for
Ratcher.
short.
Oh god!
God damn it!
Good night, everybody.
Just one little pun. Just get one little pun.
Yeah, Sir
It's
Ratcher.
better- It's better. I named one of my town guards Lucas Valance, or he was also a knight, so he was Sir Valance.
I love it. So you guys get onto the tram station and you depart. And then you get to the headquarters. You get taken to a different part of the headquarters you haven't been to yet. It appears like there are more dormitories that most of the soldiers go to when they're done with patrol or done with whatever task they're doing on the window station. And you see this kind of like long-haired, kind of older dude. He's kind of just he's kind of playing with an Omnihook, doing something. He's not wearing uniform. He's kind of in these kind of like strange kind of like slacks, and he has a bunch of tattoos on his arm. Hey, Junkin. Yeah. We got a new winner. Oh, right. The deal we got going on. Hey. Quantica guy, come sit down here, will ya? I'm talking to you.
To me?
Yeah.
Me?
Sit
Oh
fuck
my.
down. Now, come on.
Okay. I'm just going to take a seat here.
Arata is
Yes, hello.
Arata speaks up. He's one of the they're one of the pilots. You're with the 105th, huh? It's nice.
Indeed, I am.
Yeah, it's nice to meet one of you finally. So if you're going up on the old carrier there, you know, all the ships, all those inner space guys got going on. They have sim suites, right? You schedule it, you do it for some training, some relaxation, you know, very standard stuff. They only give you a certain amount of them. You know, they don't give you any of the good stuff, right? And he pulls out a little tray. I bet they don't give you one that gives you some good food. Puts one down. He puts another one down. Another one for good sights. And he takes another one. Another one for good entertainment. Arata's like, I don't think they're up for entertainment, but I guess I'll leave it up to the pilot here.
So what you're saying is I could choose one of these and I can... it's like a bet of sorts?
It's a private sim mod. You plug it into the suite. And
well,
it's a good thrill.
Well, with food, I've already had there's, you know, the sort of canteen. You said the food here probably doesn't taste very good, but it's better than anything I could have possibly eaten on my home planet, so I'm not interested in the food.
I am sure any food you want. It replaces the sensation of whatever you eat when you're in the sim suite with the food you select. And they just added a whole Meda cuisine.
I don't know. Back in the palace, they tried. They really preparing such luxurious meal. Long story. I'll explain later. But sights. What sort of sights may you?
Oh, you know, they give you like a you know, a little relaxation temple or like a pagoda or whatever it's called. But if you really want some sights, there are some places that people have recorded for sim mods that you won't find anywhere else.
And what's the entertainment?
Well, that can be whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Let's go with that entertainment. If it's anything I could possibly want.
Arata is just eyes wide, like, you know what? I'm not gonna. I don't judge on taste. And he's like, yeah, that's my boy. And he kind of slides it over and looks at Arata and holds out his hand. Arata pulls out a little slip and then puts it in his hand. That's good for some KC. Enjoy yourself, Junkin. At least whenever you get off world. All right, let's go. We're done here. Unless you want to talk to this guy more, I don't think you really want to.
I'm gonna take my prize and leave now. Thank you very much.
It's
by
nice.
By the way, you're a business person.
You could say that. Also, if you tell anyone I gave you that, you're a dead man, a dead person.
I see. Well, I'm just gonna slip this in my pocket then. Would you happen to know any place that happens to have parts for mechs at all?
There's a hangar they keep most of the lifters, as well as probably some of your own frames, right? You guys brought some in. Check.
Well, you see, I've been many places in my life. By many places, I mean just some places around my home planet. But if I've learned anything, all I really want out of life is to play with my toys.
I have no idea what prompted you to say that, mate. But if you'd like, maybe someone can find you a key into the mech hangar, and maybe you mess around with something. But that's gonna cost you some serious KC.
What if I trade this back to you? I just pull out the thing again.
No. It's I'm talking real cash. That was just in my own private stock. That was for the championship.
Oh, I see. Well, I wish you a good evening then.
Bye. And he goes back to his Omni Hook. He's blurring loud noises, and I don't want to describe what some of those noises are. And Arata is just kind of like, all right, let's get. I think you guys should go back to your bunk and maybe take some shot. I have some thinking to do too. Do you think I could become a pilot, like in the immediate future, like maybe go with you guys if I apply, or if you put a good word in with your CO.
I think do something like that.
Yeah, I think when you guys get back to your bunk, she would ask that. That'd be great.
I can't guarantee anything, but you should definitely apply.
Okay. That's good. I haven't thought about that much, but that'd be an interesting career change. Be much different than here. That's for certain.
Well, you said you were the reigning champion. I'm sure you can get some places. And I reach out my hand to shake hers.
Oh, she shakes it. Just
Besides, you beat Axton.
I mean, I did beat a Cosmo Brawl champion at racing. I suppose
Worst comes to worst, you could take his place.
What's a Cosmo Brawl?
Arada's just like, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. You guys have a good night.
I'll wink at her as she's leaving. I'll return the wink from earlier.
Rest well, Arada.
She salutes.
Farewell.
Brigadiers, and she moves on. Would you guys like to go to bed, or would you guys like to do something before we move on?
Can we partake in the drinking of the alcohol?
Kunda and Tor will give you a good night with some alcohol. They have some like kind of stored away, and like, no, looks like the time for some haul. And they begin kind of drinking. I think Junkin kind of joins in, kind of like unannounced and uninvited. I heard there was some good haul being drunk around here. Yeah, let's pour some hennies here.
I imagine that nobody told them. It just they could smell it. They have a nose for it.
They're like, oh yeah, like there's not enough alcohol that goes around in this station enough that you have to be on your feet when it happens. So
smell it from several tram stops away.
Kunda and Tor, they raise their glasses to our imminent demotion. I don't think there could be anything less than ensign. Might be kicked out. I don't care. That was so cool. All right.
Might I have a shot as well?
Sure. I mean, I don't know if Quantiers can drink alcohol, but if they can, absolutely, go ahead.
Can they? Is this something I should know?
Wait,
can
is it
they?
something? Wait, is something I know? Would this be something I would know?
Let's come up with an answer together. Would the most fun answer be yes, or the most hilarious answer be no?
Yes, but they're incredibly susceptible to its effects.
Is that okay with you, Jules?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Pepsi would totally be the person to just be like, yep, let's just do this and see how it goes, and then suffer the consequences.
Quantirans are very lithe of frame. They are an androgynous race. They have cool kaleidoscopic eyes and like noble gases kind of threaded through microfibers in their hair, so they have very wavy hair. But that also means that they have a very high metabolism, which means that they get drunk very easily. And so you guys are
bold of you to assume I know too much about my biology.
Exactly. So
I ran away from home.
So Pap 2, they have they start having a couple drinks, and they get they get sloshed way faster than any of you. How drunk are any of you getting tonight?
Like cactus juice levels, like Sokka cactus juice levels, at very least.
Gosh.
The quenchiest. Okay. Cool with me. So you guys, what about you, Exon? You get sloshed?
I'm not. I'm socially drinking, but I'm not getting wasted.
Okay,
I'm also.
Sean looks
I'm
like
also-
he's drinking.
I'm also reviewing the race footage because I want to get. I'm trying to get a good sense of what everybody's talents are on the team.
Oh, you can quickly see some of them. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. When you were speaking.
I was just gonna say stuff drunkenly.
You're free to. I just wanted to mention like what you could probably spot like most immediately. You know, resourcefulness, intelligence, craftiness, and most of all, ruthlessness. I think the mottos of the Spare Parts Brigade will be that resourcefulness,
Will be,
craftiness.
We get shit done.
We get shit done. Okay. At one point,
We get done shit.
We get done shit. So, Sean, are you? So Sean and Axon, you watch as the two aliens, the two maidens in your group, kind of gets completely sloshed on alcohol, and you do notice that Tor and Kunda, they leave for a significant amount of time. Like you see someone kind of at the door, kind of giving like a knock or something, and they go answer it, and then they're gone for a significant period of time. And then they come back and they're kind of scratching the back of their heads like, hey, so, I don't know how I should say this. We're kind of actually worried about the lieutenant. And Tor kind of speaks up. He hasn't left communications all day. And, I expect that someone might have told him about the whole cult racing thing, and then we get in trouble, as we do deserve. But we haven't. No one's heard from Thaka in all day, and he's supposed to be kind of in charge of us while Captain Duralt's out.
Where's communications? Where's
It's
communications?
communications. It's flow up. If you guys can talk to him, that'd be great. We just want to be sure we know what's going on, and yeah.
See what can be done.
In the distance, very low, you can hear the sound of thunder kind of creeping in through the tram tunnels into the facility.
Are there normally storms this time of year?
Yeah, I imagine. It's just the forecast is kind of weird. We didn't really know about any thunderstorms going on.
Sean's getting his ass up to communications at this point because weird shit means weird shit.
On a t-shirt, weird shit means weird shit.
Out of character, is Thaka the one who met us earlier? Or have we not met them yet?
Thacker's the one you met. He's the uptight, good. Like he's not
the one that Sean flustered.
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, the one the the guy at the space elevator that greeted you.
That doesn't help specify it, I don't think. Like,
that's true. So you guys go up to communications, and what do you guys do?
Well, gonna try and enter communications.
You'll notice that the door is locked, but not particularly like it's sealed as it mostly is. Like it's like it requires a clearance code.
I have a clearance code.
Anyone?
Do I have a clearance code?
I do.
You do?
Can I just hit the door with my gauntlet?
Okay, sorry. What were you gonna say, Axon? But Alpha.
Oh, yeah, that works for me. I was just going to ask if anyone has knocked.
Okay, so do you want to knock with the arbit lit, or do you want to just break down the door?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a d20, and do you have any accuracy or like a grit? Hold on, let me check something because
Probably don't, but I'll.
yeah, you don't have any grit, so this is just a straight d20 roll, sadly.
Do I add anything?
No, you don't. I don't think
You might want a negative because you're drunk.
Is it an assault? Or like, what kind of trigger do you have that you think it might be useful here?
I just thought I would be at least good with my weapons, but
Well, it's just you get as you level up, you do get more proficiency. It's just that this is a.
This would definitely. Okay, nope. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. So I got a 6.
It doesn't do what you think it does. You brace the arbitlet and then, and it sounds like a loud knock. Like Jesus, I'm coming.
That's what I planned.
Yeah. Well done. Someone just needed to knock. Loudly.
Oh, Brigadiers, I'm very sorry. I thought you were resting. I assume that your stay has been good. And he looks kind of off.
Your people were worried about you.
I've been handling some communication with command. Nothing that they should be worried about, certainly.
The storms, are they normal for this time of year?
Those storms? I didn't read the forecast. There'd be storms.
There's thunder rolling through.
Okay.
Could feel the air pressure change.
I imagine you could. Step inside, all of you. You know what? You are good at this. I think you're good at this. Come on in, please. Close the door on the way in. We don't want to alarm the men. You know, of course, we don't want to alarm the men. Certainly.
Are any of the men still, or any of the other soldiers still with us?
No,
Before we walked in.
They were expecting to be chewed out, so they were just kind of worried about them, but also didn't want to get chewed out. So like they're just like, let you handle it and stay very far away.
Have I been sober enough to go with?
Oh,
sorry.
You first.
You can go ahead. Wait.
Oh, I was saying, am I like conscious enough to go with them?
It's up to you. I'm gonna say if you want to move with them, you're gonna make me a d20 check / save.
That definitely makes sense. I got a 9.
You are following very far behind. I'll say you're not. You're not totally on your ass. Like you can't move at all. But like you're just kind of like just like kind of swaying and moving behind. Like
Anybody notice how wide these corridors are?
And so the door closes.
This is why Quinier don't use alcohol as entertainment.
I never went to school.
That explains much.
The door. Go on. Sorry.
I'd like to kind of walk backwards to like essentially be something like sturdy for you to lean on, if that's okay. But also anybody that's peeking around the corner, just still trying to like listen in but not be caught. I'd like to go down to do us a favor, go down to TV and see if the bugs are sounding weird with this storm. I'm just curious.
That's a weird question, but yeah, we can go immediately, Brigadier, of course. And they move along.
Good thinking, Axon.
So the door, you move in, and then the door's shut behind you. I don't know anything about these storms. Nothing's wrong with the planet. The planet's fine, as far as I'm aware. It's the captain I'm worried about. Because
I
the
haven't
captain
seen rain in forever.
is he? Are they drunk?
No.
How did you get alcohol in the station?
What's a drunk?
How did you get alcohol in the
Station.
station? I mean, you
If
guys,
you can get alcohol, what's the point?
I don't know what's going on with the 150th and alcohol. I don't know how you got it. It's not my problem. You'll hire reg than me technically, but I'm technically always like a CO. So I'm worried about our captain because command hasn't reported that he's arrived at the border. His transport was supposed to come in at what was the time here? It was supposed to be. Whew.
When's the last time his transport was in communication with anyone?
He was supposed to arrive at 1900 hours. Sometimes the hitch gates take a moment before they return people back to real space, but this is an abnormally long time. And maybe the Canopy of Joy can swing by the border and see if along the way it got trashed or hopefully escape pod with Captain Duralt, and that would leave me here alone on a planet filled with bugs and I don't miss green soldiers and whatnot. And so you hear this crackle from from communications, and it's coming from Windows Station. Hi, Lieutenant Thacker, sir, I have something to report. And Thacker is just like, oh, TV, what are you up to now? And he presses the button. I'm here, Corporal. Is something the matter? Oh, is this just a new addition to my research? I got asked about the Trill project, and I went and checked the frequency, and it's silent. All of it's silent. The bugs, they're not moving, or they're not doing anything. They're silent.
Can somebody check with the in orbit satellites? See what visually is going on in the area.
Right. Is there any chance the whatever electricity or power makes up this storm? Is there any chance that interferes with the frequency that the bugs were communicating in?
I mean, we get thunderstorms occasionally, but it's not the. Hold on. I'm getting. People are yelling here. What's up?
Yellow.
I don't know what they're. I don't know what you're talking about. Slow down. Slow the fuck down.
Can you turn it down? It's the middle of the night.
What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck?
Quiet.
Lieutenant, we need a emergency emergency alert of some kind. And it cuts out, and Lieutenant Thacker is like looking at you guys, and like he's pale as a sheet. And in the distance, you hear smashing. And the thing about it is, the lightning and the thunder goes coming distant from the tunnels. This is loud grinding of metal and the churning of what appears to be kind of like a car kind of tumbling and crashing, and you're hearing distant gunshots ringing through the headquarters, and Kunda and Tor suddenly you see a knock on the door. There's like just rapid knocking. Listen! Listen!
Sean lets them the fuck in.
And like
and tries to see what's out there.
And they bring in like just wounded soldiers, and like it's literally happened in the last like 2 minutes, 1 minute before you could even do anything. We didn't even see it. It's in the headquarters. I don't know what the fuck it is. And Tor's like, I'll tell you what it fucking is. It's an exotic organism. It's an exo. And we're gonna cut right there because we've reached our time limit. Just at there, and we are going to end tonight's stream of the Spare Brigade. What a twist. Oh, you thought there wouldn't be mechs. Oh, they're gonna be mechs next session. If I have anything to say about it.
We just gotta get to our mechs.
Does that mean
Yep.
I get to drive under the influence?
Yes, you do.
You and Katie both.
The good news with me manipulating a little bit of Lancer's narrative play is I get to make you feel completely defenseless until you get into your suits of armor. And I'm very excited to see what comes of that. We got art from a good friend of mine at Alana Knight coming in for some of these creatures. And I'm stoked. And I'm glad we've all developed a camaraderie with these characters before they die, tragically. I mean, who knows? So what we're going to do is we're going to do one final kind of go around just for everyone to introduce themselves and bid each other adieu. We're going to start with Patrick. Thank you for letting me use your channel for this. This is incredible.
Thank you for doing this on my channel. Thank you for helping me put content where content is supposed to go. Yeah, I'm Pat. I'm a tactic on Places Online, so like here on the channel that you are seeing us on, and the same thing on Twitter. I play video games and role-playing games online, occasionally on this channel, and then on other channels that'll have me too. Yeah,
I'm gonna be on Ravens next season because water's coming back.
Oh, is it?
Water. I love
Yes.
water. You guys have such cool shit with water.
Yeah, I think that might be where you can catch me next is Tuesday on Blackfeather Guild with Alex and Leland in our Hunters of Calamity game, our not quite Borderlands legally distinct from game.
No, Leland's not in that game.
No, shit, he's
That's
not.
Zan.
Nope. Yep.
You're thinking,
Leland
Zan.
will be there in spirit.
well, always.
Yeah. I think that's it for me.
Okay, great. No, that's fine. Sorry, you guys also have to digest a lot of shit really quickly. Jules, would you...
Oh, no, I loved it.
Hello, I'm Jules, otherwise known as Eekstyle1 on Twitter and Instagram, and I work in the film industry, so you see me around doing anything from writing to special effects. So catch at the end of the month a special preview for Jumanji Level 1, a project officially licensed by Sony. So,
dude, I'm fucking stoked. Dude, I'm really excited, and I'm also
That's so cool.
Thank you for coming on. I've wanted you to play this game with me since I first discovered it because I thought it might be down your alley.
yeah, I'm obsessed with mecha anime, and giant robots are cool. So absolutely, thank you for having me.
This kind of perfect partner with this project, and also really great role playing. Katie.
Hello. Kathina draws, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. I do art like the very rushed, like a flag that you see in the stream.
I love it to death. It's like
It's really good though.
It's one of my favorite pieces of art from this project right now because it's just the flag of the nation I've been building for years in different projects. Like I said, I've been working on this universe for a very long time. You can see how I'm
I
I'm
hope you
moving
didn't mind me
effortlessly.
editing it a little bit when I was putting it on the back of Sean's suit.
No, you're perfect. It's fantastic. Trust me. But thank you so much, Katie, for your art and being here. You're a really great element of this of the Spare Brigade. And
Oh
thank
yeah,
you for
I'm
your time.
loving this stuff. It's so cool.
I love your medic so much. She's so awesome.
Speaking of art, though, we also have Alex.
Hi, I'm an artist.
artist.
The funny thing is there's a whole clip about my ramble where Jay decided to make me be the one to go first for introductions in our Thursday, which will be tomorrow morning, where I play over on Alien Jay's channel. We're doing Stardew Valley right now with Jay, Econorlax, and Lavender Cat, where Lavender Cat and I are kind of doing all the behind-the-scenes work while Jay and Econorlax get to play the game for the first time. So if you want something super duper chill, that's where I'll be. But yeah, I'm a digital artist. You can find me around at Agent Boss on Twitter, or for my art, Twitter specifically is Can Chaos Art. Yeah, it's kind of been interesting to kind of get a feel for like what sort of character and like how exactly he's gonna fit in with everybody. And I'm so sorry, Jules. I got the worst possible rumor for my character to get about you.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, no,
Also, you're.
I'm so sorry.
But also,
it's
Sean's a
completely
flirt.
okay.
It's gonna be okay because you guys are gonna find the narrative way to iron that out, which really
Oh
interests
yeah,
me.
oh yeah. It's gonna work. I will make it work because I fucking love your adorable your little space princess. So fucking cute.
Literally, all I care about is mechs, and
It's
that's literally it.
adorable.
Thank you.
It's very cool. I'm really sorry. You guys are all so cool. All of the stuff we have done is just so fucking cool so far. And
I'm sorry for making my character as flirty as he is.
Please go ahead. It's okay. I have a character that you will want to flirt, and he won't. He will probably be the hardest catch Sean has ever seen.
So a challenge.
Yes. And finally, myself, Charbox AVA on Twitter. I do voice acting. I do RPG stuff. Follow me there. Just to follow, and like if anyone wants to work on stuff, I'm kind of here for it while I'm working on graduate school. Oh boy. So thank y'all for coming to the Spare Brigade. The Brigadiers will return next week. Count your clocks. How many clocks do you have? Count your calendar, I guess. And I think we're all just gonna have a wonderful dandy time with some mech stuff and NPCs dying maybe, and like stories moving forward. I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. Okay, goodbye everybody.
Hold up. I'm gonna over in chat. I'm gonna throw us in a raid over to Raven, who's
perfect.
playing Among Us right now.
Do you want me to just end the stream here, or do you want me to?
So it's I'll put in the raid command. It'll throw us over, and then we can end the stream.
Okay, good. Here we go.
Bye.
Here we go.
Bye. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Ciao.